Ever wondered what happens when automakers create cars so bad that Consumer Reports practically begs you not to buy them? Today, we're counting down the absolute worst cars that nobody wants to buy, according to America's most trusted automotive authority. From hybrid systems that spontaneously combust, to transmissions that fail before your first oil change, these 30 cars represent the bottom of the barrel. Rivian R1T. This electric pickup truck promised to revolutionize the truck market, but instead delivered reliability nightmares that earned it a spot on Consumer Reports' least reliable vehicle list. With a dismal reliability score of just 22 out of 100, early models suffered from drive system failures that left owners stranded in remote locations. Climate control malfunctions meant passengers froze during winter months, while the heating system refused to function properly. Body hardware issues plagued the vehicle from delivery, with panels that didn't align correctly and weather sealing that failed to keep moisture out of the cabin. Owners reported charging problems that turned their expensive electric trucks into oversized paperweights, unable to accept power from home chargers or public charging stations. Despite massive media attention and waiting lists, real-world reliability problems quickly dampened enthusiasm as owners faced repeated dealer visits that sometimes lasted weeks. The revolution in electric trucks was supposed to start here, but cutting-edge technology came with cutting-edge problems that no one had anticipated. BMW iX. German engineering excellence was supposed to be showcased in this flagship electric luxury sport utility vehicle, but instead it became known for frustrating electrical gremlins that made daily driving a nightmare. The controversial kidney grille design was the least of owners' problems compared to frequent infotainment system crashes that occurred during critical navigation moments. Driver assistance features malfunctioned regularly, causing the vehicle to brake unexpectedly or fail to recognize obvious obstacles. Charging system errors prevented the vehicle from accepting power properly, leaving owners with expensive electric cars that couldn't charge reliably. The massive curved display often froze during critical operations, forcing drivers to pull over and perform complete system resets just to access basic vehicle functions. Glass roof panels developed stress cracks without apparent cause, requiring complete replacement at astronomical costs. Premium pricing and reputation meant nothing when basic reliability failed so spectacularly, but American manufacturers would discover that domestic engineering could create equally expensive disasters. Ford F-150. Lightning. America's best-selling pickup truck received an electric makeover that promised traditional truck capability with modern efficiency, but delivered reliability headaches instead. Consumer Reports assigned it a troubling score of 19 out of 100, with owners reporting transmission problems affecting the electric drivetrain's ability to transfer power smoothly. Electric system failures created dangerous situations where the truck would suddenly lose power while towing heavy loads on busy highways. Battery issues stranded drivers in remote locations where charging infrastructure was limited, turning weekend camping trips into expensive towing experiences. The charging system proved particularly problematic, with many trucks unable to charge properly at public stations or home equipment. Electrical accessories failed regularly, including power outlets that were marketed as key features for contractors and outdoor enthusiasts. Software updates intended to resolve problems often created new issues while failing to address original complaints. See, making EVs is not easy. That is why a lot of established brands struggle, but this next brand took it a whole new level. We dug through Consumer Reports data on every electric and hybrid model to find the true reliability disasters. Now you've got the clearest picture. No guesswork needed. If this saved you hours of research, subscribe and hit like to fuel more deep dives just like this. Chevrolet Bolt EV. It promised a breakthrough for mass-market electric vehicles, delivering a 150-mile range at a price point under $30,000. Yet it stumbled to a reliability score of 17 out of 100. Owners of early model years faced serious safety recalls when potential fire risk in the battery pack forced nationwide groundings and left many vehicles idle at dealerships. Software patches intended to improve performance often backfired, bricking the infotainment control module and depriving drivers of audio, navigation, and rear-view camera functions. Meanwhile, the rapid charge port suffered repeated failures that stranded commuters far from home, turning charging stations into frustrating detours. Build quality also fell short of expectations, with persistent rattles echoing through cabins and trim panels coming loose under normal driving conditions. Even routine maintenance visits became a gamble when replacement parts were delayed amid supply chain shortages. What seemed like an affordable entry to electric motoring instead morphed into a costly headache, one that challenged consumer confidence in General Motors' budget EV lineup and left prospective buyers wary of trusting revolutionary technology at a bargain price. On deck is a Swedish stalwart whose safety-first heritage failed spectacularly: Volvo XC60. Swedish safety traditions couldn't prevent this compact sport utility vehicle from earning a reliability score of just 21 out of 100. Award-winning design meant nothing when the plug-in hybrid version suffered from battery and charging system failures within months of purchase. Electrical accessories malfunctioned constantly, affecting everything from heated seats to navigation systems. Climate system malfunctions left passengers without proper heating during harsh winter conditions, ironic given Volvo's Scandinavian heritage. Advanced driver assistance systems suffered sensor failures that rendered safety features useless precisely when needed most. The sophisticated infotainment system crashed regularly, requiring complete system resets that erased personalized settings. Even brands with century-old reputations discovered that modern technology could undermine decades of careful engineering, but American sport utility vehicles would face even more spectacular failures. Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Three-row seating was added to this popular nameplate, but additional capacity came with reliability problems, earning a score of 23 out of 100. Early models suffered from transmission issues causing harsh shifting and occasional complete failure to engage gears. The electrical system proved troublesome with frequent warning lights that dealers struggled to diagnose permanently. Climate control problems left families without heating during winter road trips. Engine stalling due to fuel system problems created dangerous situations when vehicles would suddenly lose power while merging onto highways. The complex four-wheel drive system suffered premature component failures despite Jeep's reputation for rugged engineering. Sales declined as word spread about reliability concerns, but the standard two-row version would prove equally problematic for the struggling brand. Nissan Frontier. Complete redesign was supposed to modernize this mid-size pickup truck, but the updated platform brought problems, earning a Consumer Report score of 23 out of 100. The updated powertrain suffered from transmission hesitation, making smooth acceleration impossible, particularly when towing. Rough shifting created jarring experiences during routine commuting. Check engine lights appeared frequently due to sensor failures affecting both performance and fuel economy. Build quality problems included wind noise from poorly sealed doors and rattling trim pieces. The air conditioning system struggled during hot weather, making work sites uncomfortable. Paint quality proved substandard with premature fading. Nissan's modernization attempt backfired among truck buyers who valued dependability, but German manufacturers would prove that European engineering offered no guarantee against reliability disasters. Volkswagen Jetta. Budget-conscious buyers were supposed to be attracted to this redesigned compact sedan, but it delivered problems, earning a Consumer Report score of 25 out of 100. The turbocharged engine suffered premature cooling system failures that stranded drivers during commuting. Oil consumption issues required constant monitoring between maintenance intervals. The dual-clutch transmission proved problematic with jerky shifting and occasional failure to engage properly. Electrical gremlins affected everything from infotainment to exterior lighting. Build quality showed cost-cutting measures with cheap interior trim that broke during normal use. Direct injection fuel system problems caused rough idling and poor performance. Volkswagen's budget market attempt backfired as reliability issues drove away value-conscious buyers. But even iconic American off-road vehicles couldn't escape modern reliability challenges. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Even the standard two-row version couldn't escape reliability problems, earning a disappointing score of 26 out of 100. This vehicle that once represented rugged dependability now suffered from transmission failures and electrical system malfunctions. Premature engine problems betrayed customer trust built over decades. The advanced four-wheel drive system failed to engage when needed, defeating the primary purpose of choosing Jeep. Various sensors failed frequently, triggering warning lights that dealers couldn't easily diagnose. Climate control problems left drivers without proper heating and cooling during extreme weather. The Grand Cherokee's problems extended across multiple model years, suggesting systemic issues rather than isolated defects, but the brand's most iconic model would face even greater challenges. Jeep Wrangler. Rugged appearance couldn't prevent this iconic vehicle from developing modern reliability problems, earning a Consumer Reports score of 27 out of 100. Despite its simple design philosophy, owners experienced electrical system failures affecting basic functions like lighting and charging. Manual transmissions suffered premature clutch wear, while automatic versions developed shifting problems. Build quality issues included persistent water leaks through door seals and removable roof panels. Death wobble became a common complaint among owners experiencing terrifying steering oscillations at highway speeds. Air conditioning systems struggled to cool the cabin effectively. Paint quality proved substandard with premature fading and rust formation. Even Wrangler enthusiasts who traditionally accepted trade-offs became frustrated with basic reliability failures, but luxury brands would discover that premium positioning couldn't shield them from similar disasters. Genesis G570. Luxury sport utility vehicle buyers expected premium reliability from this impressive design, but Consumer Reports flagged it for powertrain issues, creating expensive repair bills. The sophisticated all-wheel drive system suffered differential failures that left vehicles stranded. Persistent fuel injection problems caused rough running and check engine lights that dealers struggled to resolve permanently. The advanced infotainment system proved temperamental with frequent freezes and software glitches. Transfer case problems affected all-wheel drive capability when traction was most needed. Various sensors failed regularly, creating warning messages that couldn't be easily cleared. Despite Genesis's premium positioning and generous warranty coverage, reliability issues drove luxury buyers back to established alternatives, but three-row hybrid technology would create even more complex problems. Mazda CX-90 PHEV. Three-row plug-in hybrid capability was supposed to combine efficiency with family transportation, but this sport utility vehicle delivered nightmares that Consumer Reports rated well below average. The complex hybrid system suffered integration problems, causing unexpected behavior during routine driving. The dreaded engine malfunction warning appeared randomly, leaving vehicles in limp mode with severely reduced power. Plug-in charging system failures prevented proper battery charging, defeating the purpose of hybrid technology. Driver recognition systems malfunctioned regularly, resetting all personalized settings to default configurations. Climate control problems left passengers without proper heating and cooling during family trips. Mazda's ambitious entry into three-row hybrid territory stumbled badly, but German luxury manufacturers would discover that six-figure price tags couldn't guarantee freedom from technological disasters. Mercedes EQS. Flagship electric luxury sedan status was supposed to showcase German excellence, but this expensive showcase demonstrated the challenges of integrating complex technology. Early models suffered software glitches affecting basic vehicle functions like door locks and lighting. The advanced MBUX hyperscreen often froze during operation, leaving drivers without access to critical controls. Air suspension problems caused rough rides, while charging system errors prevented proper battery charging. Complex door handles occasionally malfunctioned, trapping occupants inside during emergencies. Various sensors failed regularly, affecting driver assistance features marketed as key benefits. Despite its six-figure price tag and Mercedes' luxury reputation, reliability problems convinced potential buyers to wait for more mature technology, but American luxury manufacturers would face similar challenges. Lincoln Navigator. Full-size luxury positioning promised American sophistication, but delivered reliability problems that kept buyers looking toward more dependable alternatives. The twin turbocharged engine suffered premature cooling system failures that stranded owners. The advanced air suspension system leaked frequently, causing expensive sagging issues. Electrical failures affected everything from infotainment displays to basic lighting functions. The panoramic sunroof developed leaks damaging interior components. Climate control problems left passengers without proper temperature control during extreme weather. Power tailgate mechanisms failed regularly, trapping luggage inside cargo areas. Lincoln's attempt to compete with established luxury brands faltered as reliability issues undermined premium positioning, but international manufacturers would prove that even compact vehicles could suffer systematic problems. Mitsubishi Outlander. Compact sport utility vehicle market relevance was supposed to be maintained through this redesigned offering, but reliability problems kept sales low. The continuously variable transmission proved particularly troublesome with premature failures creating expensive repair bills. Harsh operation made routine driving unpleasant with constant whining noises. All-wheel drive system failures occurred when traction was needed most. The infotainment system lagged behind competitors with frequent crashes and connectivity issues. Build quality problems included premature brake wear and electrical failures affecting interior lighting. Paint quality proved substandard with premature fading. Mitsubishi's limited dealer network created additional problems while poor reliability reputation prevented market traction. But legendary British luxury brands would discover that heritage offered no protection from modern disasters. Range Rover Evoque. Stunning design turned heads everywhere this compact sport utility vehicle appeared, but serious reliability issues lurked beneath the attractive exterior. Land Rover's urban-friendly crossover brought the brand's notorious reliability problems into a smaller package. Early models suffered transmission troubles with 9-speed automatics hesitating and sometimes failing completely. The four-wheel drive system caused uneven tire wear, while strange differential noises suggested expensive repairs. Electronic gremlins included panoramic sunshades that stuck open during rainstorms and unresponsive door locks. Brake caliper recalls addressed potentially dangerous stopping power reductions. Despite fashionable appearance, reliability problems kept luxury buyers looking elsewhere. But the brand's larger vehicles would prove size offered no protection from engineering challenges. Land Rover Discovery Sport. More affordable Land Rover ownership was supposed to be provided by this compact sport utility vehicle, but it continued the brand's tradition of combining luxury with poor reliability. The turbocharged engine frequently triggered check engine lights due to turbocharger failures and coolant leaks. The 9-speed automatic suffered rough shifts requiring multiple software updates that rarely solved underlying problems. Electronics failures were constant, with backup cameras glitching and parking sensors malfunctioning. Fuel line leaks prompted safety recalls, raising fire risk concerns. Air conditioning systems struggled during hot weather, while heating failed during cold conditions. Land Rover's reliability problems were legendary among enthusiasts, but American manufacturers would prove domestic engineering could create equally spectacular compact car failures. Ford Focus Power Shift. European styling impressed automotive journalists initially, but the infamous power shift dual-clutch transmission became this sedan's defining characteristic in unintended ways. The transmission delivered shuddering that felt like continuous rumble strips, grinding noises suggesting imminent failure, and slipping that left drivers unable to accelerate when merging. Complete failures often occurred within 20,000 miles, well before expected component replacement. Ford software fixes rarely solve problems permanently, forcing multiple clutch replacements under warranty. Door latch failures added safety concerns as latches could release while driving. Initially selling over 200,000 units annually, sales dropped dramatically as problems became widely known, forcing Ford to end North American sales, but American luxury sedans would face similar engineering disasters. Cadillac Escalade. This full-size luxury sport utility vehicle was meant to be the brand's flagship, but became known for terrible reliability that sent buyers to competitors. Advanced magnetic ride suspension components caused rough rides, defeating the system's purpose, while CUE infotainment frequently froze, requiring expensive replacements. Electrical issues affected power running boards and camera systems. Some vehicles experienced transmission failures, while others had engine stalling due to fuel pump problems. The Escalade's reliability problems tarnished Cadillac's luxury reputation and drove buyers toward more dependable alternatives. Even American luxury flagships couldn't escape reliability disasters, but revolutionary electric technology would create entirely new categories of problems. Tesla Model X. Revolutionary electric sport utility vehicle technology wowed audiences with falcon wing doors and massive touchscreens, but early models suffered reliability issues, landing it on Consumer Reports' least reliable list. The headline-grabbing falcon wing doors were also the source of most problems, with sensors that misread obstacles, doors that failed to seal properly causing water leaks, and motors that burned out from complex mechanisms. The massive panoramic windshield often developed stress cracks, requiring expensive replacements. Early vehicles experienced touchscreen freezing during critical operations and build quality problems like wind noise and misaligned panels. As a high-end luxury electric vehicle starting over $90,000, reliability problems deterred buyers from embracing innovation, but traditional family haulers would face their own devastating failures. Nissan Pathfinder. This crossover redesign traded rugged heritage for family-friendly design, but brought devastating transmission problems that became one of the most notorious automotive failures. The continuously variable transmission became infamous for complete failures, leaving families stranded on highways. Many models needed complete transmission replacements after failed torque converters caused severe judder. Transmissions overheated during routine highway driving, while the belt-driven design proved unsuitable for the vehicle's weight. Emergency repairs often exceeded remaining vehicle value, creating financial disasters for unsuspecting families. Sales plunged as transmission failure reports spread through online forums, but compact cars would prove equally susceptible to catastrophic drivetrain failures. Ford Fiesta PowerShift. This subcompact seemed like a great budget option until its PowerShift dual-clutch transmission destroyed owner trust and Ford's reputation. Owners reported constant shuddering, making smooth acceleration impossible, slipping that left drivers powerless during lane changes, and jerking that spilled drinks and startled passengers. Many needed repeated clutch replacements under warranty, but Ford never issued comprehensive recalls despite acknowledging problems. Door latch failures added safety concerns as latches could release while driving, potentially ejecting occupants during accidents. Early sales cratered as problems spread through online reviews, forcing Ford to discontinue the model, but sport utility vehicles would face equally devastating transmission disasters. Jeep Cherokee. This sport utility vehicle arrived with innovative styling and a 9-speed automatic transmission that became its biggest liability rather than selling point. The transmission suffered issues from production start, with rough shifting that felt like rear-end collisions and gears that slipped, leaving drivers powerless on highways. Software glitches caused unpredictable behavior, creating dangerous situations. Hard shifts spilled drinks, while sudden power loss created highway dangers. Multiple software updates failed to solve fundamental mechanical problems before production ended after years of unsuccessful attempts. The Cherokee's transmission problems plagued it throughout production, but luxury sedans would prove that premium positioning offered no protection from technological failures. Infiniti Q50. This luxury sedan represented the brand's attempt to rebrand its popular G-Series, but brought new technology with reliability headaches. The drive-by-wire steering system would occasionally shut off without warning, reverting to backup mechanical steering in frightening experiences that led to emergency recalls. Owners reported frozen infotainment screens, malfunctioning smartphone connectivity, and premature wear of expensive run-flat tires. The hybrid system in some models proved unreliable with battery failures and integration problems. Initially drawing interest as the G37 replacement, technology complaints led to lukewarm satisfaction and declining sales, but diesel technology would create even bigger environmental and reliability scandals. Jeep Grand Cherokee EcoDiesel. This mid-size sport utility vehicle promised better fuel economy, but delivered a reliability nightmare that worsened after being caught in the diesel emission scandal. Models equipped with diesel engines suffered from engine and emission system failures. Owners frequently saw check engine lights, diesel exhaust fluid system errors preventing driving, clogged exhaust gas recirculation valves, and engine stalling. Chrysler recalled the vehicle after emission standard violations, while required software updates often made performance worse. Numerous recalls addressed alternator fires and ignition switch issues, leading to a stop sale order that was the final blow. The EcoDiesel program collapsed under reliability and legal problems, but compact sedans would prove equally susceptible to catastrophic failures across multiple systems. Dodge Dart. This compact sedan was supposed to be the brand's triumphant return to small cars, but became one of the quickest failures in automotive history. Models with turbocharged engines reported rough shifting, unexpected stalling, and constant warning lights. Multiple recalls addressed engine stalling and brake booster leaks affecting stopping performance. The dual-clutch transmission option proved particularly problematic with jerky operation and premature failures. Sales barely topped 25,000 before Dodge pulled the plug after just 4 years. The Dart's rapid failure demonstrated how quickly reliability problems could destroy new model launches, but General Motors had equally problematic compact offerings. Chevrolet Cruze First Generation. This sedan was meant to prove American companies could build competitive small cars, but developed a reputation for serious reliability issues. The turbocharged engine suffered drivetrain troubles, including drive axle failures and broken shafts that stranded drivers. Engine fires from coolant leaks prompted large recalls, damaging the model's reputation. Some models left factories with improperly installed steering wheels, creating safety concerns. Quality issues hurt retail sales as buyers abandoned the Cruze for more reliable competitors. General Motors' compact car market attempt failed as reliability problems overwhelmed any advantages, but even flagship luxury sedans couldn't escape systematic engineering failures. Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Even the flagship of luxury lineups wasn't immune to reliability problems, as this full-size sedan demonstrated with complex electronics and air suspension issues. The redesigned model introduced cutting-edge technology like magic body control suspension, but many components proved troublesome. Owners experienced airmatic suspension system problems, including leaks and compressor failures causing sagging. Self-closing doors and seat controls malfunctioned, while advanced driver assistance systems had sensor failures. Multiple recalls addressed faulty seatbelt pretensioners and active suspension software glitches. Some loyal buyers hesitated before purchasing the redesigned model, but the absolute worst vehicle would combine all possible failures into one catastrophic package. Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. Taking the crown as absolute worst according to Consumer Reports, this plug-in hybrid minivan earned a catastrophic reliability score of 14 out of 100, representing the lowest rating in the organization's testing history. The complex hybrid system created a perfect storm of electrical failures, transmission control problems, and charging system malfunctions that left families stranded regularly. Stalling while in motion due to faulty control modules created dangerous situations with children aboard, while charging problems defeated the entire purpose of plug-in capability. Most alarming were multiple recalls addressing fire risk, where battery pack overheating could cause vehicle fires, threatening homes and garages, forcing owners to park away from structures. Parts shortages left owners waiting months for repairs, while expensive minivans sat unusable in dealer service bays. Software integration problems caused unpredictable behavior, making trip planning impossible. Interior quality suffered from cost-cutting measures, while exterior paint proved substandard with premature fading and corrosion. With the worst reliability rating in Consumer Reports history and documented safety concerns prompting federal investigation, this disaster represents everything that can go wrong when manufacturers rush complex technology to market without adequate testing and validation. Now, are you tired of flashy features failing you? Worried about untested technology? Have you been burned by reliability issues? Drop your thoughts below, share your breakdown stories, and thanks for watching.